What's interesting, and here's a note for everybody that's out there that are, your investors, you're doing the investment thing. I can tell you that almost every investor is coming to this property, and I've had other properties similar to this, same experience. I just haven't talked about it before. They come in, the goal is to try to get a place as cheap as you can, but your goal is identical to a lot of other people's goals. They want to do the same thing. Everybody has a slightly different tactic on how they approach it, but they want a cheap deal. They're hard to get along with. They're demanding, and then they say, hey, if you have any other great deals, I want to be the first one you call.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be honest, which may not be popular, and we may get some kickback on. I'm not calling you. You're a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing the exact same game that 50 other people are playing at the same time.
And you're saying
you have no interest in a reasonable conversation.
Yep.
You're coming in trying to bully your way into a great deal, and you want me to do that. And let me tell you something. I'm a seasoned investor myself. Do you think that my initial interest is going to be to call you, the guy that just told me how stupid I am and how stupid my seller is because they won't accept your offer? And but when I get another good deal, I'm going to call you and say, hey, guess what? I have another good deal that you can beat me up over. No, I actually have a few investment clients that I would much prefer that are decent. They're like, that's a fair deal. I don't want to bully anybody. I'd like to make this offer. Those are the people that real estate agents are working for. So let me tell you, if you are talking to your real estate agents and you're begging them all to give you deals and they're not giving them to you, you need to sweeten your soup a little bit, because they're not going to give them to you if you're really hard to get along with, and if you're really intense about making that absolute best deal. Because in our market, now maybe in other markets it's different, but in a major metro market like we're in, there are a lot of people that are looking for investments.
Yeah, so we get asked for it all the time. And if you're asking with lots of vinegar,
not going to happen.
Maybe swap it out for some honey and you're going to get a lot farther. People are going to drink that tea.
Yeah, I went on a showing with an agent yesterday because she was outside of our area and didn't have the Lockbox app on her phone.
Oh yeah.
And her client was like that, and he was the same way. And as we walked away, she's like, "I'm sorry, I know." And I said, "Don't worry about it. It happens all the time." I said, "How many people do you work with?" I said, "Well, most investors are like that." And I said, "And they all want you to call them, don't they?" "Yeah, they do." But do you think about the people that are actually the most reasonable to work with? She said, "Always. That's who I call."
It's so funny. I think it's like this false narrative that we have about good business people are aggressive and cold. And the thing is, most business transactions are more complicated than just one short-term, like right here in this 5 minutes negotiation. You usually have to continue talking to the person and you have to continue working with the people. So if they're in a aggressive, I'm going to win, dominating mindset, it's working against themselves. Every time they're trying to take more from the other side, they're actually taking more opportunity away from themselves. They don't view that. They don't recognize that, because everything, it's all business, it's all people.
And it's all right down in that, because there are investors that buy bigger things, but they're not like that. If they're doing a multi-unit building or they're doing a commercial space or something, they'll usually say, "Hey, this is the way my numbers are looking. I'm willing to offer you this." And if it's too low, it's like, it's too low. I can't do that. Oh, would you counter? Oh, I might counter at this. Okay. I've got a feel for it. Maybe this will work. Or, I understand. You got to get what you got to get out of it. It's not going to fit in my thing. Thanks a lot for sharing. Those are great people to work with. It's just have a conversation, see if it can work out. But then you've got these people that are angry. It's like, I'm going to offer you less than another offer you have in hand. And if they offer you that, they're just stupid. And you should take my deal because I'm smarter and I'm going to be easier to work with. And I'm thinking, well, this is convincing so far. And, I still share them all. And, I've had my clients that are selling say, tell me to do things I just can't do, which is, tell him where he can put his offer.
You're like, well, how about we rephrase that? I'm gonna get a little creative with the words you said.
Not long ago, I had a buyer that went around me, got a hold of the seller himself because he couldn't believe that the seller wouldn't make that deal. And he calls the seller and says, "Hey, I just don't think your agent is telling you everything." And he said, "Well, so far he's told me everything you're telling me right now." "Well, then you're just stupid if you don't take my offer."
Gosh.
So then why
is it that people think that works?
I don't know. And then my seller called me and said, "So I just got a call from this guy. Apparently he's one of the guys you've been talking to." He said, "Yeah, as a matter of fact, he is." He said, "Well, he just let me know how stupid we are. And I just told him that I was never going to sell it to him at any price."
Oh my gosh.
Like, yeah. I don't know why people do that, but everybody's different.
Yeah, we all think we're right? We can only see the world from our eyes. So
yeah. So that's the end of my week with but it's been fun, and I've actually met a few really decent people, and
so have I. I've been helping a little bit on it, and I've met a few. Yeah. So when you like what you're doing, it doesn't really matter. You're just like,
you just get up and do what you can do. And so just FYI, if you're trying to get that low dollar deal, people remember what you say more than, or how you make them feel.
How you make them feel.
A lot more than what you do. So if you're going to put in a really low offer and you're going to be competitive, I suggest you do it with a smile on your face and say, "Hey,
how about this? Will this work? I'd really like to make it work."
Yeah, exactly. World of difference.
I just can't because of it. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining us on What the Friday today. Like, follow, subscribe, friend, comment. Let us know what part of this you actually like listening to and are interested in. It means a lot to us because we want to create content people actually want to hear, see, know, etc.
Indeed. So thanks everybody. And Morgan, shake and bake, baby.
Shake and bake, baby.